first trailer was promising, delivering a more fun-filled tone than we'd ever dream of seeing from The Last of Us. Of course, we've barely scratched the surface here, but it would be fantastic to see Naughty Dog rediscovering some of that Uncharted levity here.
I don't know about that. Might not happen. I wouldn't
Both
expect
of these
it.
upcoming PS5 games, incidentally, are stories about people investigating lost off-world colonies. I hope for my sake that they find wildly different stories to tell on each of them, rather than discover reminders of the grief they've left behind.
But after every death, I always come back stronger.
For more on
That's
Ghost of
cool.
Yotei, make sure to check out our review, and for everything else, keep it locked to IGN.
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Yeah, I see these games and it's just such a, this is a good video. I think he's bringing up a very good point that all of the games have the same type of cookie cutter storytelling, and it's getting a little bit old. Rare IGNW, I would agree with you on that. I think that it is an IGNW. This was a good video and I appreciate it. Even paid IGN shells can't take it anymore. I think IGN is good. I mean, that's why I've always liked IGN. But there it is. Funny how Expedition 33, one of the year's most beloved games, the story of both revenge and grief. Yeah, exactly. The problem is yeah, but they haven't told that same story 30 either, right? That's another really big difference as well. That's why Witcher 3 random pleb NPC is hot. Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, why wouldn't they be? I mean, of course. I mean, fuck. Yeah, I got the video 6 out of 10. Oh, really? I think it's probably more like a 7 out of 10.
Let's see. I'll go back and see if there's anything else that's going on.
But yeah, overall, I think that they do need to make stories and stuff like that that are a little bit more interesting, other than just the same fucking bullshit, right? I accidentally clicked the wrong button. And when you guys like Mitch doing gameplay was good, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure really whether games like this are going to be that exciting. I'll be curious to see how many people actually end up playing these games too. Yeah, I mean, you don't play these games, so they're not for you, to be honest. Yeah, but who are they? Right? Who are they for? And that's what I really want to know.
Let's focus on getting the Book of the Iron Fist. You're halfway there. Keep
But the AAA video game bubble has burst. I don't think this is true entirely, but I know why they're saying it. Here we go. Let's watch it.
The video game industry is currently in the thrall of a paradox. For players, it could be argued we're in one of the greatest times for gaming. Incredible breadth of choice across consoles, handhelds, and PCs make it more accessible through subscription services like Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Plus. But from an industry perspective, things could not be more dire. More and more studios seem to be closing, original IPs are being scrapped mid-development.
I mean, like, this is... the thing is that... I mean, go, she was so... Why would they not... They really should have just made that go...
Focus on getting the Book of the Iron Fist.
What the fuck? And so anyway, I think it's because the studios were overhired. They have a bunch of people in there. Like, this is a big problem that I think a lot of people in corporate have, is that they just bring in more and more people. Just more and more people, and eventually you have like such a large component of the actual of the company that doesn't actually contribute to the product. Like, they're not doing anything for the product, they're not improving the product, they're not making it better, they're not even helping the product, they're just there.
IPs are being scrapped mid-development, but we got legions of game developers, programmers, artists, and animators.
Put on a show!
I mean, look, can't we just talk about the fact, like, who the fuck wants to do this?
Supernova!
What is this, like, in between, like, a pride rally, Burning Man, Mad Men? What the fuck is this? Like, what kind of stuff? It doesn't make any sense. It's weird. Yeah, who does this?
Animators have been cut loose. To put it simply, the AAA video game bubble has finally burst. Across the past 2 years, over 23,000 jobs in the video game industry were lost. staggering 6,000 in January 2024 alone. Over 30 video game development studios have ceased operations, including Arcane Austin, Volition, and most recently Firewalk Studio.
You want to know what they're all having in common? Is that they're Western development studios, capitalists hiring people, and From Software increased their wages. The problem is that AAA Western gaming studios are invested with like 3 or 4 different types of rot that they seemingly can't get rid of, and it's killing their games. The fact is that Monster Hunter is going to be a AAA game, and it's going to be massively Path of Exile 2 is a AA game that is better than basically any AAA. Let's be real, like it is Western American, especially American, and a lot of European game developers.
I am ready to put on a show.
Have no fucking idea what they're doing. That's the real problem.
What's worse is this trend only shows signs of continuing rather than diminishing. So, how did we get here? Well, some analysts have concluded these closures and redundancies are a necessary remedy for companies having overextended themselves in response to inflated demand in the market during the COVID-19 pandemic. While that's undeniably a factor, that's just one of many issues that have been gestating for years within the AAA project bubble. Just 5 years ago, AAA projects' average budget ranged from $50 to $150 million. Today, the minimum average is $200 million. Jesus. Call of Duty's new
So
benchmark.
more than doubled or quadrupled in 5 years. Well, where's that money going?
Is
Where's it
$300 million, with
Yeah.
Activision admitting in the Competition and Market Authority's report on AAA development.
And
that it
also, like, here's another thing. I'm gonna just say it. Like, you know who plays games like this? Guys play games like this. They do. Girls don't play games like this. Some do, sure. But this is mainly a guy
The
game.
right heroes could make all the
And
difference.
you need to stop putting girl boss characters in games that are made for men. Because there's a big difference.
You don't have to
There
be
are
a
games that
witch
are
to
made for
find the
men
magic
and games
in
that are
this
made for
world.
women.
But it does help.
Every other form of media has this and acknowledges it.
The higher
But
the
somehow in
pressure,
video gaming, we
the
have to
more
pretend like it's
dazzling
not
the
real.
diamonds.
It is obviously fucking real. So they keep making content for, quote, everybody, and nobody wants
When
it.
mutants are in danger, the White Queen answers.
Girl Bros, yeah, it's
Usually.
ridiculous. Girl Boss is fine if it's limited. Well, yeah, but the Resident Evil lady, like that hit she was talking about, she
coming
was
in 30
really hot.
seconds.
That's the
Stay
main
strong.
thing. And also, she was like the villain, and like it wasn't even you.
Wow.
What's that, Stellar Blade? Yeah, Stellar Blade character's really hot. Like, Stellar Blade is a game that's made to appeal to men. The people that made Stellar Blade made that game, and their target audience were men. Yeah, some girls play Stellar Blade, they like Stellar Blade, but it's a guy
The
game.
battle starts in 5,
For sure.
4, 3,
Gooners, yeah,
2,
absolutely.
1.
And this is part of the rock that AAA, like Western AAA studios have. Is that they do stuff like this. Right? This is, what the fuck?
Authority's report,
That
it now takes the efforts of 1.5 studios just to complete the annual Call of Duty title. But it's far from just Call of Duty facing ballooning costs. In the same CMA report, an anonymous publisher admits that development costs for one of its franchises reached $660 million, with $550 million of marketing costs on top, which makes it a $1.2 billion game.
Wow.
To put that into
Was that Diablo?
perspective, Minecraft,
It's
the
probably
world's
Diablo.
best-selling video game of all time, only broke $3 billion last year, and keep in mind that's what it made since it launched way back in 2011.
Yeah.
The realities of these budgets mean entire publishing houses are massively
I can see that data being not completely relevant because of how much merchandise and media that exists that uses the Minecraft IP. You know, it's like, you know, the whole George Lucas, why is he the richest director, right? But I don't know.
They overstretched and are now desperately facing the consequences. If their developers' huge projects don't make money immediately, they gotta go. Sega's sci-fi shooter super game Hyenas was in development at Creative Assembly for 7 years, and just as it was publicly
Well,
playable,
this is again, like, I have to say, like, I mean, stop making characters with ugly female. Like, if you make a game with an ugly female character,
We are undefeatable!
it's garbage. Because nobody wants that.
The code.
Women don't want that, and men don't want that.
I require some aid.
Straight up. Like, I don't even understand how this is even a conversation.
One more for the soul food.
first time via alpha testing, it was canceled. The reason? Sega preemptively concluded that Hyenas couldn't make its money back. Blizzard's survival project Odyssey had a similar trajectory. Odyssey would have...
bro. This is the most retarded, cringe, millennial shit I've ever seen. This is so obnoxious and weird. Like, it's a children's game? I guess so. It's also just ugly? Yeah, it's just so weird.
Couldn't make its money back. Blizzard's survival project Odyssey had a similar trajectory. Odyssey would have been the studio's first new IP in 8 years, and given the market's love for games like Minecraft and Rust, such a gaming title should have undoubtedly made waves in this project. When Microsoft acquired Activision Blizzard, though, the project was swiftly killed with little reason publicly given beyond inconveniences and switching engines to increase player count.
Sir, guys, I feel better already. Overwatch 2 was a joke. Heroes of the Storm was a joke. Diablo 4 was a joke. You really think this game was good? Like, I mean, why would anybody think this game was good?
There's still so much to do.
I mean, really? Like, why are we assuming that it was this great game? HOTS was fun? No, it wasn't. If it was fun, more people would have played it.
They made it halfway!
Guys, I understand it's popular to say, like, oh, I like this game that's not popular anymore. No, there's a reason why they stopped playing. They stopped promoting it because nobody played the game, because it wasn't fun.
These examples of the current AAA publishing call reflect a deep-rooted fear to engage with anything new and original. Publishers perhaps more risk-averse than ever to stray out of their established IP safety houses. But even well-known IP that could be worth millions in sales and revenue is being left to rot. Despite owning infamous Jack and Daxter.
Please say Killzone.
Behold the God of Thunder!
So fucking true. I know!
The cosmos heals you.
And Sly Cooper, to name a few entries in PlayStation's sprawling dormant library, Sony CFO Hiroki Totoki recently claimed the company lacks enough original IP to consolidate itself as a true gaming powerhouse.
Cosmic might
What Totoki may mean is that Sony's older catalog of library IP does not fit the mold of what every publisher has been mindlessly chasing for the better part of the...
See, like, Killzone should be the American version of Stalker. It should be like in between Stalker and Space Marine 2.
It ain't cheap.
Killzone was great, by the way. Yeah, that's where it should be, and it's just not there. Killzone's trash. It was really fun back whenever it came out. It was like 2005.
Next big live-service money shot. It's difficult to imagine much fanfare for a Sly Cooper reboot, where Bentley and Murray are purchased to play, grand heists or season pass bonuses, and worlds are delivered half-baked instead of fully formed. It's undeniable that on some level the video game market has changed forever because of this live service model. New video games don't just have to compete with new rivals, but somehow find space in an increasingly
bullshit. Dragon Age. Even though this game didn't sell well. Armored Core 6.
You stopped them in their tracks.
Let's see. What else do we have? I've uninstalled a lot of games. Dragon's Dogma 2. Grand Blue Fantasy Remake. They had a couple of updates and they stopped.
Just in time. Thanks.
What else do we have?
It's an octopus party, and we're all invited.
Elden Ring. Metaphor. There's another one. Yeah, Metaphor. Right there.
Behold the God of Thunder!
Bullshit. This idea that every game
The
has to be a live
moon
service.
haunts you!
It's just total fucking bullshit.
You're ready for action!
We
crowded
are
market dominated by
undefeatable.
titles like Fortnite and Grand Theft Auto Online.
Because
Games which will
you
continue to
want
hold
to know why Fortnite is so popular? It's because it plays flawlessly.
This is real
It is such a good game to play. It's good in the way that classic WoW is good.
Us against the world.
higher player counts than many of the best sellers of the last few years. The Live service titles require investment of not just money, but also time to find their audience, neither of which was afforded to Firewalk Studios' Concord. The crew of Concord's North Star will never fly again. The recent fate of Concord's Firewalk Studios serves as a microcosm for the increasingly bleak outlook for the next few years in video game development.
I feel like a lot of these big gaming publications and gaming channels don't want to address the elephant in the room, which were the elephants in the character selection screen on Concord. No one wants to play like a mix between I don't know, I'll patch you like somebody on my 600-pound life and these guys. They don't want to do that. Nobody wants to play that. Like, it wasn't appealing at all. So, yeah, I'm sorry, but like, it's just not gonna, like, it's just that nobody wanted this. Nobody asked for this. And so,
Stop them in their tracks.
the 600-pound Doom guy, yeah, exactly, right? And when these studios keep making games that have, and I'm sorry, but like, I know I talk about this a lot. But like, if I see like some kind of weird like identity politics shit in the game, my probability of wanting to play that game goes down by a lot. And it's not even because of the identity politics. It's about the fact that I'm good at recognizing patterns. And I've seen patterns happen a lot where it's, oh, this game is like this, it has this feature, that means it's gonna have a bunch of other
Don't give
garbage
them
too.
another inch, or else.
That's it. That's it, folks. Yeah, and it's like, I don't want to see that in the game. I think that's weird.
This time I need
It's exhausting. Yeah, it's fucking weird. And so, like, the studios keep doing this, and like, I don't know how you can look at the releases of these games and the entire media space collectively saying, not collectively, obviously people disagree, right? But people saying, like, we don't want these games with, like, these, like, weird modern social issues attached to them. People have been begging, please stop making identity politics part of your video game. Please stop doing it. And they don't stop doing it, and people don't buy the games. It's that simple. It's the same with movies and TVs. Yeah, people aren't buying them, and that's the reason why you have these foreign developers that are doing so well. Yeah, police have a body type A and B. Only have two AAA stuff. Yeah, well, that's why AAA is the ones that are making people that are losing money. When do you think they'll wake up? They won't. They're going to have to get fired if the studio's about to get shut down. Because you can't get rid of these people. And so it's like an infection. Like when you get infected with something like this, you just have to cut off the entire arm. They're bored again. They said they're not going to stop them out of the car. Well, I mean, they're going to say that until it's possible. But either way, that's what happened. And I think that's a huge reason. I mean, like, yeah, Concord was a bad game, sure. But it was also, like, if you look at the initial reception of the game, if you read the comments, everybody was, like, super negative about it. It's the same thing with Dragon Age. And, like, at a certain point, you can't just pretend that having this massive, overwhelming consumer sentiment doesn't matter. It fucking matters. It obviously fucking matters. Of course it matters.
Concord was Firewalk's first game, its baby in many ways. An 8-year development bolstered by a Sony acquisition and a reported cash injection of $200+ million. PlayStation reportedly believed it had the next Star Wars-esque franchise on its hands.
Yeah, they did.
But the game struggled significantly across both its beta testing period and launch, and was soon completely shut down by Sony just weeks after it was released.
It gave everybody
Firewalk
their money
closed
back.
for business shortly thereafter.
Yep.
Concord's downfall happened faster than any other failed game of the live service era.
Don't joke about something like this.
Just a decade earlier, though,
I feel like that happened with a couple of other live service games recently, but it wasn't really that bad. Like Concord, I feel like was the big one.
a similar disaster was plaguing Blizzard's Diablo 3. The crippling Error 37 message made the game unplayable, and fans worldwide decreed the absolute failure to launch. Soon after, the game's real money auction house left players with a foul taste in their mouth, and Diablo 3's reputation was roasting in the fires. Instead of abandoning it, Blizzard repaired the game, removed the auction house, and then fundamentally upgraded and evolved it to Diablo 3 2.0 with its Reaper of Souls expansion, finally cementing its comeback as a brilliant game. It's a similar...
Wrong. The reason why Diablo 3 wasn't very good at launch is because the game was completely unbalanced. That's really the reason. There's not a lot to it. And they put no effort into balancing and making the end game content for the game good. The